Continuing coverage on an I-Team story we've been following for the past 3 years. 33-year-old Rebecca Modrall went missing in February of 2019, last seen in La Quinta. Authorities quickly declaring the case a homicide investigation, even though Modrall's body has not been found and no arrests have been made. Now, the family just wants answers as the investigation seems to have stalled.
I never would have thought that it would have taken this long. I mean, that's one of the things when someone goes missing, you don't think that it's going to be 3 years.
Sarah Modrall, Rebecca's mother, has been tirelessly looking for answers in her daughter's disappearance and declared death, traveling from Portland to the desert to speak with investigators, holding vigils, setting up multiple memorials, erecting a billboard, and making herself available to the media, all in an effort to keep Rebecca's name out there.
I think the hardest part is not knowing what happened to her and where she is. I mean, so there's always that question in your mind, and it's never put to rest if you don't know.
February 5th, 2019, Rebecca told a family member she was planning to see her longtime boyfriend at his home in La Quinta at the Polo Estates. She was never heard from again. Investigators searched the property and surrounding areas to no avail. Weeks later, the boyfriend was found dead of an apparent suicide at his Lake Arrowhead home, as reported by a San Bernardino County coroner's officer in 2019.
You've tried to get answers on your own. How hard has that been?
It is difficult. I would have tried to get a little more answers on my own if I would have known what was ahead right at first. But because I'd never been through this before, I didn't know exactly what to do. And I was totally trusting the law enforcement at the time that they were going to do everything.
The Riverside County Sheriff's Department says 3 years later, and it's still an open and ongoing case. At this point, both law enforcement and the family say they need the public's help.
What would you like to say about someone coming forward with information to help solve this case?
I know there's people in the desert that know what happened. And for some reason, they don't want to say. Please come forward and say something, because this case will not be solved without people helping.
But we are not reporting the name of Rebecca's boyfriend because the suspect has not been named in the case and charges were never filed. Rebecca's mom says she is less concerned about an arrest and more concerned about finding out what happened to her daughter. If you would like to report information pertaining to this case and would like to see past I-Team stories with more in-depth coverage on this story, head to KESQ.com. And if you have a tip you want the I-Team to look into, email iteam@KESQ.com or call into our newsroom.